everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So pretty much in today's video I have a best of 2017 beauty products. I have the majority of everything in here is, sorry it's in like my new straightener box, but like all of the products are in here. And the majority of the stuff is makeup, but I also have a few random different bits and balls which are still sort of within the beauty section, so I just thought I would include everything in this video. So I'm just going to get started really quickly because there is like so much stuff here to show you and I don't want to be talking for like 60 minutes long. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with like my powder highlighting products. So the first thing I have here is the PS Pure Glow highlighting palette, and this is pretty much from Primark, and I got this ages and ages and ages ago. And I remember whenever I first got it, I put it all on my Snapchat and everybody was going mad for it, and it was so hard to get because it was so best, like it was such a good selling product. And whenever I first got it, I literally couldn't believe how pigmented and intense this was, literally for only £5. Like I could not believe it. Pretty much inside the palette comes 4 different shades, but I will say these 2 shades aren't, like they're good, but they're just not like the colours that I reach for in the palette. But the 2 colours that I love are these 2 right here. This one is called Firefly and this one is called Glimmer. And this one here is called Desert, but as you can see it's just pretty much like a white, but it would obviously be nicer for paler skin tones. And this one is more of like a pinky colour as well, but they're just so buttery and stuff. But these 2 especially, like they're just so gorgeous, and I just love golden sort of champagne highlighters. For £5 this palette was literally such a steal. But I have seen other different highlighting palettes in Primark at the moment, so definitely go and check them, but this one especially is just amazing. I couldn't believe like how good this was for literally only £5 from Primark. It was literally insane. I just literally couldn't believe how well this product performed for literally only £5 from Primark. Like I just couldn't believe it. It's just an amazing product for £5. Just shows you that you can get cheap and expensive makeup that performs just as well as like an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which is like, I don't know, like £40 maybe. So the next 2 powder highlighters I have are from Illamasqua, and these are the Beyond powders. I have the 2 shades they do in these, which is Epic and OMG. OMG is the more paler out of the 2. I love these because they're so silky, smooth and finely milled, and you can sort of use them as like a natural highlight, but then you build them up to look really intense. Here's a little swatch of OMG. As you can see, it's a more lighter shade, and then this one here, which is called Epic, is definitely a more darker colour. But whenever you mix these 2 together, they sort of give you like the perfect highlighting shade. I would say Epic's a little bit more intense on the skin, only because it is slightly darker, but like even whenever I work with my clients, like my lighter skin tone clients would get this one, and my darker skin tones would get this one, but then like in between would sort of get like a mix. But I just love them how they're so smooth and just they just melt into the skin. Like it doesn't look like you're wearing highlighter, it just sort of like sits there on your skin. It looks amazing. So the next 2 are actually 2 recent discoveries, and I only got these a few weeks ago, and these are the Doll Beauty highlighters. I have the shade Shine Bright and also Like a Diamond. Like a Diamond is a more paler colour again, and then Shine Bright is more golden. These are just gorgeous. Again, they're the most smoothest, silkiest finish. They sort of have the same sort of texture as the Illamasqua ones. Like that sort of just looks like it melts into your skin when it doesn't sit on top of your skin. It just blends really nicely into your skin. And I just love these so much, and they're really affordable. I think they're only like £15 each maybe. And I just love them. I just love how simple the packaging is. Really, really nice. And I see these all over social media at the moment. Like they've been going crazy, and I just love them. If you're looking for a really good highlighter that performs really well, and isn't really drugstore, it's sort of like an in-between brand, isn't high-end, isn't drugstore, I would definitely recommend these because I've been using them non-stop since I got them, and I know I'm going to love them for like 2018 as well. Another powder highlight that I have is the BAM Merry Luminizer. This will always be a favourite of mine. I think I actually showed this in one of my, like a few years back. I've been using this highlighter for years and years and years now. It's just a plain, simple, sort of ivory champagne highlighter, and if you're just starting out makeup and just want a simple, basic, go-to highlighter, I would definitely recommend this one. This has been the same pan that I've had literally for ages. Because I have so many different highlighters, I never really constantly use the same one. Like I always dabble into like each different shade, so I never really fully hit pan on like a highlighter because I only really use the tiniest bit for like certain parts of my face. But I've had this one forever, and I'm sure it'll last you guys forever because you only need the tiniest bit because it is super pigmented. And again, this is a drugstore brand, but it's slightly a little bit more expensive in the drugstore, but it's an awesome product, really good quality, and I would totally recommend it. I just love it. So now I'm going to move on to liquid illuminators, and 2017 was definitely the year where I discovered a liquid illuminators. Like I never really knew what they were for before then, and this year I really got to experiment with them and just try out ways in which I love to use them the best. So my 2 favourites that I discovered this year are the iconic London illuminating drops, which of course are just phenomenal. I love these. And then a cheaper alternative to those would be the Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter liquid bronze gold, which is pretty much the same thing, only the iconic London ones are slightly more better quality. They're slightly more illuminating, they blend better into the skin, but saying that, the Makeup Revolution ones do perform just as good, like, but they're just not as amplified. Like it's still good quality, but it's just not as like OTT as these ones. So if you're looking for an affordable option, Makeup Revolution definitely, but if you want to splurge a little bit on something a little bit higher quality, the iconic London ones are literally insane. And I have literally there's literally the tiniest bit left in it, like, and I've used this whole entire bottle, and you only need the tiniest bit, but I use these pretty much every time I wear makeup, as a primer, as a highlighting base, just to mix them with my foundation, just to add like more luminosity to my skin. I just literally use these in so many different ways, and the same with the Makeup Revolution. I use these in so many different ways as well, pretty much the same ways. I can use it as a primer, mix it in with my foundation, use it as a base for my highlight. And then sometimes I'd actually mix these in with my moisturiser as well, as to make my skin a little bit more illuminated, just for days whenever I'm not wearing makeup, just to add a little bit of dewiness to my skin. And they just come in so handy. They're such a multi-use product, and you can use them literally in any way, shape or form pretty much. So I literally love these. So concealer discoveries, I have found a little newbie here that I really want to share with you. This is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Lemon, and I had no idea Collection actually did this shade of concealer. It's actually a colour corrector, so it's more like a yellow for cancelling out redness and discoloration in the skin. But this here is awesome for carving out your brows and using it as an eyeshadow base. And the reason why I love it as like a primer slash eyeshadow base is because it dries down really matte, so you don't need to actually go in and set it with powder after, because it's not really like tacky or draggy. Like, it does set down really smooth and matte, and I just love the shade of it as well, because it is like more like sort of like a really pale concealer but has like a yellow undertone to it, so it's really brightening and just gives you like a blank canvas for your eyeshadow to work with. And again, it's only like £4 or £5, which is amazing. And then my go-to concealer this year has definitely been the Urban Decay Naked Skin in the shade Fur Neutral. I love really pale concealers. I love looking really highlighted underneath my eyes, and this one literally does the job. I just love the applicator of this as well. It's like a really flexible little doe foot applicator, so you can really press it into the skin and just add on your areas where you want to highlight. And I just love it. I went through a few of these this year, and I just love them. I would also use these two products on my clients quite regularly as well, but yeah, I love them so much. So a powder to set underneath my eyes, which I have been loving so much the past few months. I only really discovered it about 2 or 3 months ago, but ever since I have literally been using it non-stop, and it's replaced my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Life. And this is the NYX No Filter Finishing Powder in the shade Alabaster. As you can see, it's a really pale shade, but I love to use like pale shades to set my concealer under my eye, and this is just gorgeous. It's even shaped like the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. They do a few shades in these, so if you're wanting to get one of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes, I would try out these even first, because they're very similar, and they're literally like half the price. And I just love how this looks under my eyes. It's just so flawless and smooths out everything, and it's just amazing. I've just fallen right in love with this powder. I just love it. And I'm sorry guys if my voice goes a little bit weird in this video. I'm literally only recovering from the cold, and like the more I talk, the more my voice is getting like really weird and like deep and husky, and I'm just not feeling it. So I'm really sorry if my voice starts to go a bit weird. So my favourite contour slash bronzing powder of this year has been the Smashbox Bronze Lights in Suntan Matte. And I actually prefer this more for contouring on my skin tone. I've literally been using this non-stop, and there's literally only the tiniest little dent in it. The reason why I love this is because it's such a neutral shade. Oh my god, my voice. The reason why I love this is because it is such a neutral shade. Sometimes finding a contour powder can be a little bit tough, because you don't want to get it where it's too warm, and you don't want to get it till it's too cool either, then it can look sort of like ashy grey. Whereas this one is actually a mix of in between, and because it is matte, it looks so natural on the skin, and it gives such a natural shadow to your cheeks, so it sort of like contours nice and naturally, and just looks so natural and gorgeous. And can I say natural any more times there? You literally look so natural. A blusher that I've been loving this year has been the California blush from Benefit. I love this so much. This is actually a brand new one that I've just opened, because my other one sort of like completely disappeared. Like, I got to like the bottom of it and it all started crumbling. So I opened one of my new ones that I used for this makeup look today. But I just love it so much. It's like a peachy corally tone. I don't really wear blusher that much, but if I do, I would always gravitate towards this. Even on my clients love this, and they always pick up on the smell of it, because whenever you start to put your brush in, it like releases the smell, and it smells amazing. Oh my gosh, it smells like sun cream and holidays and sunshine and just like bliss pretty much. So whilst I'm talking about Benefit, I'll move on to brow products that I've been loving this year. Recently I have just fallen in love with the Precisely My Brow Pencils from Benefit. I used them to fill my eyebrows in today. I just love it. Like, I never thought I would be like a brow pencil kind of person, because I love brow gels and pomades and things like that, but these products are literally insane. I just love how precise they are. You can get such a really straight line. I love how blendable they go with the spoolie to like give yourself like a ombre eyebrow, and then they just fill your eyebrows in amazingly. Like, I just love these brow pencils so much. I use the shade number 5 to outline my brows, and then the shade number 3 to sort of fill them in a wee bit. And then also I've been loving the Benefit Browsings palette. This has a wax and then a brow powder. Again, performs sort of the same way, and this is with brows a little bit more of a harsher look, because there's like wax and stuff involved, whereas the pencil is quite natural. But sometimes I use this, sometimes I use this. I just love them both. Like, I love Benefit brow products, are insane, amazing. So now I'm going to move on to all of my eye products that I've been loving throughout 2017. So I'm going to talk about these two products here, and these are actually made for your lips, but I use them on my eyes and also my clients' eyes whenever they come in, because absolutely love these. Like my clients always ask like what's that little detailing line that you always do, and I always mention these. And these are pretty much the NYX Lip of the Day liquid lip liner, and these are pretty much for like, you know, whenever you go to festivals you draw like the little details on your lips and things like that. That's what these are for, but I love them for like adding details on the eyes. Like sometimes whenever I do like a half cut crease, I would really sharpen it up by doing like a line of this or even this colour. I have the shade, what shade is this? Gem, which is more of like a bronzy colour. I'll do a few swatches to show you. And they don't crack or like bleed or anything like that. They actually perform better than the actual liquid liners that NYX do. I just love these because they're metallic. So that's like the little pinky one there that I have, and then that's the more bronzy one, but they just look gorgeous on the eyes. Like they just pull the whole eye look together. I just love them. Another product that I got from NYX this year that I just love, that's been a lifesaver, is the NYX glitter glue. Works amazing. I love this because it's like a creamy base and it doesn't run or anything. I remember trying the Ben Nye glitter glue and it literally stung the hell out of my eyes. It was dreadful. But this is like a cream, pretty much just put some in the back of your hand, tap it onto where you want your glitter, stick it on, and your glitter lasts forever pretty much, and it's inexpensive and affordable too. So it's really good for that. So I always switch my foundation up pretty much every time I wear foundation. It would be like I would use it for like a couple of days and then switch it up into something else. But one foundation that I've just continuously went back to for myself, for my clients, for everybody that I know like literally loves this foundation, it's the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. And I have to show you these two disgusting bottles because I literally have none of this left, but these ones are completely empty. Like, as you can see, completely empty. I used to say shade sand beige or warm beige or light beige, I think I have. But I just love these so much. They're 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I just use it for foundation pretty much and then still conceal, but I just love how much coverage it gives to the skin, and it has a lovely dewy finish too. And I would use this on my oily and dry skin clients because it just is the perfect foundation. Everyone loves it. All my clients would mail me and stuff after and be like, what was the foundation you used on me? And it's the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and it's so affordable as well. I think it's only like £12 a bottle or something, and it just works amazing, and I just love it. I definitely need to restock up on this because it's just amazing. Like, I just love it. So setting sprays for 2017, I love the Slay All Day setting sprays from Draw Cosmetics. These do have alcohol in them, and sometimes alcohol can affect and irritate your skin a little bit. Because you only spray like a couple of squirts on your skin every other day whenever you wear makeup. Like, I would only ever spray this on my skin whenever I wear makeup, which is about like twice every 2 weeks, like, or whenever I'm filming. It's very, very minimal. But because I do have alcohol in them, alcohol literally makes your makeup like glue and sticks it so hard. So literally I do like a couple of squirts, and that's pretty much it. And I just love the feeling it makes my skin. It makes my skin look amazing. It makes all the powder settle really nicely into my skin, and I just love the smell of it. This one is the grapefruit scent. They have cucumber, lavender, mint, I think they have. They have loads of different like flavours of these, well, scents of them, and I just love them. I use them on my clients too, and they always like say about like, oh, that smells amazing, etc. And I just love it for like a finishing spray after I do my makeup, just to make everything set and just look polished and stuff. And I always go back to these. I just love them. My holy grail go-to liquid liner of 2017 has been the NYC liquid liner in black. I have went through about 4 or 5 of these this year. I use them on all my clients, myself. I used it on myself today. It's been the only liquid liner that I've ever found in my entire life that actually works amazingly. It's super black, doesn't crumble, applies really well, the brush is amazing, everything to do with it is just phenomenal. I get mine off Amazon because you can't, I don't think you can get these in the UK, and they're really hard to get everywhere else as well. I just order them like 3 and 4 of them at a time on Amazon, and they come to like £15 or something. They're really inexpensive. So if you're on the hunt to look for a good liquid liner, I would highly recommend this one because again, it's affordable, it's easy to get hold of online, it's just amazing. I love it. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about my favourite trio for my lips. I'm normally like a nude person. I would sometimes gravitate towards like deep purples or like mauvey pinks sometimes, but most of the time I would always have a nude on my lips, depending on like, if I did just like a simple eye look, I would maybe wear like a purpley pink, but most times whenever I'm wearing like glitter or anything on my eyes, I would always part with a nude. And this has just been my favourite go-to for like everyday use, for clubbing, everything. It just caters for absolutely everything. So I love the PS lip liner. This is from Primark again. £1 this lip liner costs. Literally £1. It's amazing. I have went through so many of these as well. This is in the shade Toffee, and it's just like your typical brown. It sort of looks like Spice from MAC. That's a wee swatch of it right there. So what I do is I line my lips with this. I have this combo on today as well, by the way, if you're wondering what it looks like on. And then I fill my lips in with the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade... I I forget the shade of this, oh my gosh, but it's a really popular matte one. Like loads of people use this one, you guys will know whenever you look it up. Like a more matte lip cream nude. It's gorgeous. I love the shade of it. It's completely matte, but this is slightly a little bit more cooler than the lip liner. So what I do is I line my lip, fill them in with this, and then go back in with the lip liner to blend the two colours together. So because I always like to have glossy lips, I then top it off with the Buxom lip gloss in the shade Dolly. These are by far my favourite lip glosses ever. They're so shiny and like smooth, and they have like a cooling effect as well on the lips, which I just love. So I just love this, and like these two are so affordable. I think this is only like about £5 or £6 this liquid lipstick, and this lip liner is £1, and then this is more of like a higher end gloss. But even at that, like for 3 lip products, like they look amazing on, and I would totally recommend them. Oh my gosh guys, I nearly forgot eyeshadows. So because I am a makeup artist, I literally dabble into so many different eyeshadows. Like I have loads of single shadows, I have certain ones from certain palettes, and anyway, whenever I do my own makeup, I always sort of dabble into different shadows too. So I can't really say a personal like 100% holy grail favourite apart from this product here, which I literally got sent about 4 or 5 months ago, and whenever I got it I was like I'm not too sure, because like the other products that I've had from this company before I've been a little bit like but pretty much whenever I got this, I did a couple of swatches. I was like, holy shit, they have completely upped their game. And the palette that I'm talking about is the Jekyll Hill palette from Morphe. As you can see, but look at mine has completely bashed and bruised. Like it has been used so much, like it looks disgusting, but this is like my go-to favourite ever palette. And the reason why I wasn't too sure about this palette at the start is because Morphe is a brand that like some of their brushes are good, some of them are really bad, some of their shadows are alright, some of them are like really weird. It just depends with Morphe. Like you can't really like 100% solely sell yourself to them and be like, yeah, I love this brand, because certain products just don't really work at all. But recently I got the Dare to Create palette, and this palette as well. It's the Night Master 15N palette, and like the quality of this is just insane. The quality of this is amazing as well, and even the Dare to Create palette quality is insane. It just feels like a completely different brand than what they used to be, because Morphe before was quite cheap, but now with these eyeshadows and stuff, like the pigmentation and the formula is just so much better than what it used to be. But I'm so like ashamed to show you guys this palette right now, but I don't even want to tip it over because one of them are completely shattered. But like I literally use this all the time on my clients, all the time on myself. All the colours are literally phenomenal and I just love it. I hit pan on this shade, I hit pan on this shade, and I feel like I'm going to hit pan on these 2 shades here. This one has like the tiniest bit left, but I just love this palette. If you're looking for a good staple palette which has a good variety of cool tone shades, warm tones, pinks, colourful colours, I would totally recommend this one. Okay, so finally onto my last product. I have talked about all the makeup and stuff, and this is like the random product that I was talking about. It's still sort of within beauty, but it is a makeup brush cleanser, and I must say I love the Cinema Secrets brush cleanser that you can get. Like it is literally the best brush cleanser that I've ever used, but it is a more higher end product and it is quite expensive, especially if you're like washing your brushes all the time. Like you can't keep on repurchasing that because it will cost a fortune. But recently I discovered this. This is the Brush Techniques Makeup Brush Cleansing Spray, and I literally get this in Home Bargains for £1 a bottle. Like whenever I go into Home Bargains, I literally clear the shelves of these because I love them so much. What I do is I just pour some into little like a little cup or whatever, or just spray it directly on your brush, and it's just so good for spot cleaning your brushes in between uses. I always get so many questions about this product here, and that's what it is if you want to go and get it in Home Bargains, which I think is just like a UK based store, but like come on, it's amazing. It's so good. Works amazingly. Can I say amazing anymore? It's amazing. So guys, that's pretty much a whole overview of all the products I have been loving and discovered throughout 2017. They're just awesome, amazing, go-to holy grail products that I'll always reach for, and I know they'll work for me and my clients and everyone else. Don't forget to click the little bell symbol beside the subscribe button as well, so it means you'll get notified whenever I upload and stuff like that. But yeah, so I love you guys. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I love you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!